Alright, this is the 2.5 inch shackle flip. Planning on doing a $20 buy-in, 400 people giveaway. And I will paint them, clean them up when you get them. Or before you get them, I should say. Because I'm not delivering them. But $20 buy-in, 400 people giveaway. They're 2.5 inch off-road design shackle flip kit. There's two different ways you can put these on your square body. This works for Blazers, Suburbans, half-ton and three-quarter-ton trucks. They'll even fit on the two-wheel drive because the rear of the frame's normally the same. It's supposed to go this way on your frame, so if you have a off-road design shackle flip, you can't figure out why certain things don't work, it's supposed to be like this on the frame. It can work this way also because the bolt pattern's the same way that way. This right here would probably be more ideal if you had a K5 Blazer. So, or a different set of longer springs, like if you were to run like a 63, you see the difference. So, anyway, we're gonna look at the welds. I cleaned this one off. The welds all look good. Nothing looks bent. I don't know how you would bend these. I don't know anybody that has bent them. And they only went on the truck. I thought that I was gonna go to an arch spring, leaf spring. When I put them on there, then I found out that 56's rear springs are arched, you know what I mean, kind of, you'd have to pay more for it, for those that have them made. Most suspension companies don't offer them. And then again, this right here didn't offer as much lift as I needed that's on the truck right now. So these right here, because I had these on with the 8-inch lift, and obviously it sat like that. So I went and got the 4.5 shackle flip, and then it, brought the back of the truck up, and I used a zero rate with modified rear 56 springs, and then I modified once again under the truck. So that we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this. These work very well with if you want a 4-inch lift, or if you have like a 2-inch block, you put this on there and a longer shackle. So, it's basically the same thing. 6-inch shackle, you'll achieve 4 inches of lift with these. And these are best to use if you got arched leaf springs. These also would work with really well too. They're very nice pieces. We're gonna check to see if they're bent, like the guy wanted to say to me. He thinks he knows me, and he don't. So we're gonna launch that level there, and I'm just gonna slowly drag this down. If there was any tweak in it, that piece would move. This is how smart people are. They want to say rude things to you, and don't think that I'll go through the extent of proving them wrong. So I'm sitting there tilting that. It's not going to stay level if you tilt it. So it's hitting dirt on there too, a little bit of the dirt. So we're still pretty good. No, there's like a roughness right there that I was catching. So we're gonna go on to the rusted one. You'll see this is similar to what I was hitting over there, but it's not painted. They come raw when you buy these normally, and you have to paint them yourself. And I got these 6 years ago and changed these out on my truck 2 years ago, so they're only on my truck for 4 years. Never went wheeling with it, just used it here on the property like I normally do. I ain't got a trailer. So we know the bottom edges are flat. That's the most. If this is tweaked, that one's tweaked on the bottom. It's just not going to work out for you, if you understand what I mean. So we know those are level. That's the part that keeps it on your truck. This mountain flange isn't going to really matter. Then again, not all square bodies frames are even perfect right from the factory. And then you got to think it's decades later. Some people think that that's all square. Some people don't realize that some of their flexes with their frames flex with the rivets. But anyway, we know that these are exactly an L bracket. All right. No problems with welds. No problems with welds. Okay. We'll flip this one over. There's a spot I missed from cleaning, obviously. You can see how dirty they were. These just been sitting in the back of my truck. So why not get rid of them? $20, like I said, you can't go wrong for $20. All the welds look good. You see the way they put that on there? That's just like a gusset, and they did the same thing on this side, but they're obviously the way they're faced, you can't really notice it. So we're gonna check the width. These should be 3 inches. So 3 inches. 3 inches, and the reason why they're 3 inches, because you hear people say their leaf spring, square body leaf springs are normally 2.5. The difference is, I'm going to use this crappy bushing, is that's where you get on both sides bushings 3 inches. That's how that works. But that's the shackle flip. Like I said, the guy was whining about, pretty much thought it was a joke saying what he said to me. $20 for a $250 shackle flip, and you're gonna make this amount. Well, of course. How do other people's pages, YouTube pages, work? You know what I mean? They do the same thing. There's people that sell Andrew Camerata. A lot of people, they take their broken stuff and they sell it in their store. Even Whistle and Diesel, they take their broken stuff and sell it in their store, and people buy it. I'm selling perfectly good parts that have scratches on them that are going to be, I could buff that right out with this wheel. I'll show you. This wheel right here will smoothen them scratches right out, and you won't even notice it. The scuff marks. Don't think I won't use that to paint it before you're a smartass. $20, like I said, $20. You can't go wrong for a shackle flip kit that's $250 from Off-Road Design. Some people that have a square body that are on a budget might see it that way. $20, you couldn't go wrong. If they paid in 3 times, that's how much money, you know what I mean? 20, 40, 60. They got $60 invested in a shackle flip you can't buy for that price. And if you win, you can understand what I mean. So whatever I do with the winnings goes towards the page. It goes towards brand new gearbox for my truck, finishing it, and moving on to using it. Better content, do you understand? So when somebody said what they said, they didn't understand what I meant about it. And I just remove their comment. Don't try to be a smart ass and try to affect my page. If you're a subscriber and you're saying rude shit to me, you don't even belong subscribed to me. That's just how I work. Okay? There's nothing wrong with me doing a giveaway. There's nothing wrong with how much money I'm going to make off it. It's not your choice. If you have a problem with it, just move along. You know what I mean? This is how I'm going to try to finish my truck. If not, I'll find other means of doing it, how I've normally been doing things. I'm just trying to do this because I might be helping somebody out. If you understand what I mean. I shouldn't, if I can get rid of these to somebody that's actually going to use them and not just give them to somebody that's going to give me a gearbox that could fail and these just sit on his fucking shelf and never be used until he passes away, because that's the type of person the guy is. Or unless I put him on his vehicle for him. But that's where I'm at with that. I don't need to explain things about how if I were to trade these to a guy. You know what I mean? That's kind of personal. And there's no actually saying that he's actually going to use them or not, or if he's even interested in them. But I need a gearbox. So that. What else? Tires. You know what I mean? Tires. If you want to see me be able to use the truck, basically that's what I'm trying to show you. Things don't come up free. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing what I do. And I won't just do just one giveaway, because if I see something that other people may want, I might just buy something and do the same thing with it. You know what I mean? I could do a Dana 60 front axle because I know where they're all at. Okay? I could do a giveaway with one of those. I can even build it and do a giveaway of it. If you want to see that, I could do one of those. This would be the first step of it. But that's the Shackle Flip 2.5. They fit 73 to 91 square body, half-ton frame, 3/4 ton frame, Suburban or K5. I don't think they will. I don't believe this will work with a 1 ton, because there's a separate one just for a 1 ton, and I believe the 1 ton frame on some 3/4 ton crew cabs is the same as a 1 ton, unless they used a different. Well, it really wouldn't matter. These wouldn't matter if you had the front hanger. It'd be on the frame the same way, and you would just change out your perch on your axle, because your leaf springs would be mounted all the same way, and you just weld a different perch on your axle, and you could just set it right down on your frame. So I guess it really wouldn't matter if you had the front hanger that for a 3/4 ton on for the rear suspension. I have those too for Suburban. So like, subscribe, tell me what you feel, how you feel about it. If not, like I said, everybody has till tomorrow. Otherwise, they're gone. Literally, I need a gearbox in my truck.